Welcome, boys and girls and in-betweens, people of the internet. I'm here to talk to you about Jesus in a deep and meaningful way and what it means personally to your life. Actually, I'm not here to talk to you about Jesus and what it's been to my life. I'm an atheist. Let's say that before I get started. Just so I don't lose all my followers all in one sweep. They're like, God, I don't want to listen to this bitch talk about his relationship with God. There isn't one. There used to be. I was raised by my dad being a Christian or an agnostic or a something. He was raised Christian. He didn't push it on me. Whatever. My mom was raised Catholic. I was baptized Catholic. I don't think I could have told you what Jesus was or what God was or... I mean, I had a kind of pantheist look when I was little. I'm like, I like flowers. The flowers talk to me. I was a nutty little kid. But no, I Christian, I didn't even know what that was. I had no idea why these people followed around with the little fishy bumper stickers. I didn't know. My parents got divorced. My mom remarried a Baptist. Fundamentalist. Baptist. Believes every single word of the Bible literally. That's what he believes. It is not my deal to judge whether or not people are sane, but he believes every single word in the Bible. And my dad refound his faith sometime around the time when I was 12, and I'm like, you people believe what? Really? I was like, okay, no, I was more like 11, and eventually, you go to church a number of times, you're a susceptible preteen, it gets sunk in. It's sunk in. So from when I was 11, I believed it, and I was a perfect little... I was so good. I went to church every Sunday, did a lot of stuff, prayed a lot, talked to God. I'm very good at believing whatever I want to believe. I don't know. Good at lying to myself, I guess. But, eventually it came to a point where I was, about 13, and I liked girls. I was about 12 when I started. I liked girls. God doesn't like it when girls like girls. Not down with that, apparently. And that kind of put a stop in it, and I'm like, I'm evil? And I did a lot of inward searching. Maybe that's what the Christians will tell me my problem is, that I looked inside myself and what I could see in the world instead of looking in a book and reading what I should see about the world. But I'm not evil. And so I decided not to believe that part of the Bible. I'm like, okay, it can be mistranslated. It can be written by worldly people. That doesn't mean I have to give up God as a concept, right? You know, I like that. I like that feeling that somebody's watching over me. Everybody likes that feeling. It's like an older brother in the sky. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that is that I have a fundamentalist Baptist stepdad, and lots and lots of talks about how AIDS is punishment by God to gays, and how God doesn't like gay people, and how it's okay, like some people are more predispositioned to be gay, but that they should avoid it. And I'm not evil. That's what did it. I'm not evil. And some of you are like, well, yes, you are. That's that. So what did it was the sentence, if you don't believe part of the Bible, why not just not believe all of it? And it was said to me sarcastically, like, you have to believe all the Bible. And I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? You're right. What? All of this came from some invisible being? Why? And then he did all this crazy stuff. Why? And I kind of rediscovered my atheism. A lot of people rediscover their faith. I rediscovered my atheism. So I had a 3-year flirt with religion. It ended with me having emotional issues, having self-esteem issues, feeling I'm evil, feeling I'm going to hell, feeling that nobody will love me anymore. Nothing healthy ever came from that. That was what my relationship with Jesus is, and that's why I don't have one anymore. And you're like, well, Jesus loves you anyway. I don't want faith anymore. I don't want to believe. I don't like this religion. I don't like most any religion, and I see the world clearly now. I'm not looking for anything when I look out, so I can see what's actually there without looking through a veil or looking through colored glasses and seeing anything I want. I just see what there is. And it was a little bit lonelier until I discovered, hey, people, there are other people in the world, and they have brains too, and we can think, and we can be friends, and I'm not evil. Therefore, God's rules are about what is evil aren't correct. Therefore, God is fallible. Therefore, he's not God. The whole thing doesn't make sense anyway. But I just have to tell you that I'm not anti-theist. I think that having a version of God, or having a little pick-me-up booster, kind of, which is what religion is. Come on, that's all it is to you. It's a set of rules to live by, and it's a feeling that someone out there gives a damn. And I get that from relationships with other people. I get all the love I need. I don't feel unloved anymore, which is what I was going through when I was a Christian. I felt so unloved, and like God was the only one I had. And then once you get to that point, and you're kind of abandoning other relationships, it caused stress with some of my other relationships that I was a little Bible pushery. Once you get to that point, and then you're told, like I wasn't told until some way in that God didn't like it when I was that way, but I was that way. I couldn't help that. I can't change that. It causes this feeling like, well, if God doesn't love me, then who will? And the answer, or at least I thought the answer, was nobody. Nobody loves you now. God doesn't, then nobody can. That caused so many issues. That was so emotionally hard on me. God, emo kid talks about his feelings today. Yeah. I was hurt, and I got over that. I'm a stronger person now. I rely less on invisible deities and more on people I can see, which I think is a good step for anyone. That's what I have to say about that, pretty much. That sums that up. But wait, there's more. Some people do need that. Some people can't find the proper amount of love and affection and acceptance in worldly things, so they go to this kind of altered God, which it is the Christian God, and they call themselves Christians, but they don't follow the Bible. No, like, don't judge me by what's in the Bible, I don't hate homosexuals just because the Bible does. I mean, it's just the Bible, and I'm like, isn't that what being a Christian is following the Bible? They seem incredibly hypocritical and confusing, but I understand that, so I think these people, they need their faith. They need it. It's a necessity to their mental health. And I think that it's sad that some Christians are trying to take God away from other Christians, because that's not nice. That's not very Christian. It's not nice. I think everybody should have the ability to have a little bit of God in their life. I don't want it because of bad experiences and because of my kind of affection for reality, I guess. But I don't think that it's fair that people should be able to say, God doesn't love you because of the way he made you. Because he did. He made me this way. I have gender dysphoria. It's not a learned thing. I mean, it might be a learned thing. There's not really a lot of science there, but even a learned thing, doesn't God control that too? Why would he do this to me? There's no good reason. And even if there is a good reason, it's not good enough. I'm not intelligently designed. That's what I have to say about that. Comments, questions, what are your religious affiliations? Do you feel I'm being kind of overly harsh on people? I feel that way sometimes. Like, maybe I'm harsh and a little bit too much on my Christian buddies. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just confused by the whole idea. Maybe I just didn't grow up with it and don't understand. But I know what love is. And it doesn't look like someone that calls me evil for being who I am. Thank you, interwebs. This has been Aurthor, signing out.